Inner Haven, when we talk to G, and I mention this for everybody, and everybody sees the E, or everybody sees, okay, everybody sees the G. Have you ever looked down a winding staircase and thought, hey, look, here's the G, here's the bottom of the staircase, and we've come up and here's the top of the staircase. And we echo all the way to the bottom. So the bottom is just as large at the top, except we're at the high heights. The same thing for the E letter, or the grinder. As it goes around, it catches everything within here. It goes around this way and trapping it all. So we see more than one is what we start to see is the Paisley. The Paisley this way, the Paisley this way. Don't forget, there's a heart inside of here, what goes in, and then this all of a sudden is your split Y. Here's your now your Y. The same thing when we do, where was I going with this, with this? I was going to go with this over here. We need to create the boxes. I need to create one box for this point. I need to have this cube inside of this point over here. Then I must have this cube over here. This cube and this cube are halved together. I need a cube all in its own. All of a sudden I'm here, here, and here. Here and here link. And now here and here link. And I need a link on its own. So this link goes one part here, and the outside will say E and E. When you have E and E, you're the link at the end between each side. This is actually the K letter. It's the picnic table. On one side of the picnic table, it's an F. On the other side, it's a 7. In between, it is the A. You put your feet in between. It is larger on one side, on space. This is your B area. The B for the feet. Your feet and my feet can come in and meet together. Here's C on this side. Here's A on this side. But the A that's missing is the length of this picnic table. And we have to put another set of legs over here that will show us a second dimension. At the same time, this is the bridge support. This is the letter A, D, and if you take a look, it's a K. I've now built the wings of the airplane, or the nose. In between this one over here, this nose, is where the propeller will go inside of the A. But I'm not finished. I need floor number 2 for the bottom of the belly of the plane, and then I need for the feet of the plane. 1, 2, 3 areas. I get 3 areas, and I get 3 areas, and then I get my 3 areas over here. And now I'm going to build it this way. I'm going to build it down this way. And then eventually, it'll end up looking something like that. Those numbers are over here. But they're in order, those numbers. This is mixed up order, that's in order. That's in order over there. 1, 2, 3. These are mixed up. But now you can't see. These look like an order, and those are mixed up. So this is your 1, 2, 3, B, B, B. So what we have to do is that since B is the center, B needs part of this side. Since the B is the center, B has to be here, and now B has to be here. B has to own all of this. And then with this B, okay, is the sides. Here's the sides. One side and 2 sides. Now this side was once half of this. And then this side was once half of this. Now what was once this and this is now this. They came together to be this. And these are the stripes that I have to leave. They become this. 1, 1, 1, 1. Here's your 11 together because they're touching together the same color. Here's all the 1s separate. Together 11, 1, 1, 11, 1, 1. Or do we count all the closed spaces as 0? 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. Because they're no longer playing anymore. They're playing from here. What is the number to here? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Value is 6. This is now your picnic table. The umbrella goes in the center for the whole table. The B world is for everybody. So how do they work the rest of it? We're not going to get into that. Here is the R letter. It's not the R letter. It is the K letter. The first marking of the K letter is right over here. But if I put an arm on the top of it, it now creates the F letter. If I put just one single line on top of the K, it'll now look like the F letter. At the same time, remember, these are shifters. Forget about any of these lines. The only lines that count right now in this is this line over here. All this line is showing you, is it above the center or below the center? These are guidelines. The reality lines are here. It's just like coordinate space. You look into the area, into space, and you say, oh my God, look, right here, it's 22 degrees. Well, there's nothing here, but it's still 22 degrees in a void. So now we take this K letter, okay, and we want to create an R to it, but we can't create the R. So it automatically shows me that this is not a 1K. This will have to be a 2K. This will have to be a Y2K because we split it wider apart. You see the Y here? Okay, this is on one level. Then I can take and create the Y here on another level. Then I can go and create the Y here on another level. Now we have X and X in between. But what we do with that enlarged K, okay, is that now I can put a cap on it. And now K becomes an R. And this cap comes from number 6, which comes from the letter A, which plays in the 6th position, 1 and 6, where the spirit comes in the middle of the picnic table holding up one end. As you see, the table goes this way, right? The other sticks go this way. The table goes this way. The stick goes this way. One is a support, one way, what is the support? And it's everybody is lined up at the picnic table. One in the middle and one on each end. 6 on every single picnic table with one light coming in and a single umbrella for everybody. This is the fleur-de-lis. This is by the tabernacles. At the same time, this is what the lions look like. Here's the number H on top of H. It looks like a Q. Here is H on top of H. It looks like the sign for an H-beam. You ever see the H-beam the way it looks? It's an X. And again, the picnic table holding up support. The alpha image. The alpha image. How can I make that alpha image? You see this part over here in the alpha image? This is the 9 area. Now, this is also one of the areas when we create the thing for the sexes, we put numbers on this so they all get their own areas. There was something that I left out of this. Okay, this is your fleur-de-lis, your left side of creation, your right side. Here's the tie. Take away this tie. This is not like this. Take away this part over here. This is not like this. This won't look like this. The actuality after I would take that out, right? This is the arrow between the eyes. This is the devil's tail. That's between these two. These two should be hearts. Do you know why 2 hearts beat as 1? Well, we're going to draw the first heart. You ever see that? It looks like the Reich. Let's go to our own page. Let's draw our first. Let's draw a heart. Before I finish the heart, I want to show you. Here's my hand, and here's your hand. If we hold our 2 hands together, okay, we hold our 2 hands together, and here's you and here's me. Here's your free arm. Here's our 2 legs are together. Our 2 legs are together, and here's your free leg. Now this is love. You gave up 2 arms, and you gave up 2 legs with each other. Your heads are separated, and you get 1 arm and 1 leg each. 5 and 5. It's the same with the heart. It has 2 hearts. If I put a body in the middle, right, it can fly on its own. or its own crown. Okay? When I tie two hearts up together, I can do the same thing to the two of them, where I can take that Magen David, right? The Star of David that I just showed you on the other page, and I can lock you up together. And these are your arms and your mitts, okay? These are your 2 feet in love, one over the other. But if you really want to see the way two come together as one, here's one heart, and then you flip the other heart upside down. And a woman's best friend is a true heart that locks and is possessed together, where everybody is facing each other, locked at the belly button, sharing the truth of both sides, and where the only legs you stand on is the tail in harmonious, and everybody gets the same haircut and the valley that we perform in. There's only one way, there's only one truth, everything else is a lie. And this is the only way to create a true heart. Take the H and put it at the end. You have earth in hearts. You have the ear within equals to 52 plus 6 equals to 58. Because now you can switch the words. 52 becomes 104, and that's 10-4 communication by moving one letter. If we move the H from the back to the front, I'll take it and create 44. If I move it to the other side, the H, it's 62. This one is the queen. This one is the space. The total of this is 106, becomes 166 or 616, and this is the light within. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Don't give me any names. Thank you for watching this video.